day 6 of Advent. Today we will be making gingerbread caramel cookies. Let's go! Today we'll be using 180 grams of softened butter, 170 grams of brown sugar, 190 grams of treacle, 1 large egg, 420 grams of plain flour, a tablespoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a quarter of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and a packet of Werther's Originals. For decorating, you can either use icing sugar or writing icing. We're going to add...
So Molly, what are you going to do?
So we've got the treacle in the bowl. I'm going to remove the scales. And we are going to put the sugar. And we are going to put in the butter. And then we're going to use our trusty hand whisk.
Woohoo!
I don't know if it's going to reach. You might have to move closer.
Very good.
And we are going to beat it until it's fluffy.
Beat it! Beat it!
Yeah. Magic trick. Let's use a spatula every maybe 30 seconds or so, just to make sure that nothing's stuck to the sides or the bottom of the bowl.
Do you often have problems with things sticking to your bottom?
Go away, Stephen. This should look a little lighter. Should be fluffy. That's the way they describe it. Okay, and then next we are going to add in the egg.
The egg.
I'm going to crack it into another bowl first, in case I get shell everywhere. And we're good. Okay. Just checking it's all the egg that goes in. It is. Okay, and then back to mixing. Almost said misting. Okay, I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. Make sure it's all in there, all nice and incorporated. Should be looking more like a chocolate cake batter at this moment, but
Very good, very good. And then what happens next, Molly?
what happens next is we mix all the dry ingredients. Just gonna double check
Okay, on the trusty iPad.
on the trusty iPad. Yes, okay, we mix all the dry ingredients together.
Okay. So what are we going to add first?
We're going to add our spices.
Okay.
As a little recap, it is nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger.
Spicy. Oh, you're adding that to the flour, right?
Yep,
Okay.
it's the biggest bowl. Don't think it would all fit in this one.
No.
Then we're going to add our salt. We prefer using flaky salt in this household, but you may use whatever salt you have.
Okay.
And then we're going to add the bicarb.
Nice.
And then with a trusty whisk, which is over here, which actually may probably be a bad idea, but I'm just going to do a little
Nice, good skills.
mixy mix business. So now, a little bit at a time, we're going to add the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, and then we're going to mix on a low speed. So, a little bit at a time, probably a little bit more than that. Yeah. I'm just going to mix it on a low speed. Then add the next bit and repeat until all your dry mix has gone. Finish it off, make sure all the sides are scraped in. Don't want to waste anything. So that was a very bad scraping job. Make sure the flour is off the bottom as well. Don't waste any of that.
So Molly, what has to happen now?
So now you need to chill your dough. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your cling film. Might not have been enough, but we'll go with it. And you are going to dollop half your mixture onto the cling film. It's lovely hair there. We'll make sure that doesn't go in.
Oh, nice. Nice dolloping.
Thank you. Takes a little bit of a long time with the spatula. So the idea of this, oh, a bit flat there, is that you will put it in the fridge for as long as you like, minimum of 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, so you're going to go to work after this.
Yep.
And then when you come back from work, we're going to continue.
So half that's on there, ish. Now you're just going to wrap it up. And then
Put it in the fridge.
We're going to find some space in the fridge first. Probably not next to the chicken. There you go.
Okay, Molly, we're back in the kitchen. You've got your hand in the flour and you're sprinkling that on some parchment paper. Do you want to explain what we're doing next?
So we are getting 2 sheets of parchment.
Yeah.
One for your surface and then one on your baking tray.
Okay. And you've come back from work, so we've had some time. The mixture's been in the fridge for a bit.
Yes, it has. Yes, it's hardened. So your dough.
Okay.
Depending on how long you've left it in the fridge, depending on how sticky it is.
So our experience?
We didn't leave it in long enough.
Okay.
Or we didn't put enough flour in. Either way, we added a bit more flour in, and now it's fine.
Okay, so you just put the flour in a bowl and just knead it until we get to a sort of dough-like consistency. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Also, you want to turn your oven onto 180 degrees or gas mark 5.
Okay, fantastic.
Cool. Right, so you floured your surface parchment.
Yes.
You're now going to get your ball of dough, which I'm hoping isn't stuck. Oh, hasn't. Good sign, good sign.
Excellent.
I'm going to put that there.
Yeah.
We are going to lightly flour rolling pin. Forgot what it's called for a second. And then we are going to roll it out. We're going to roll it until it's the width or height. Which one is it?
It's the height, I think.
The height of 2 pound coins. Not a singular £2 coin, 2 singular pound coins.
So there's £2 coins. And we want to get about that wide. Okay, gotcha.
Cool, yeah. So we're just going to carry on rolling.
Keep on rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. Rolling, 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 rawhide.
I don't actually know what song you're singing.
Okay, let's show you my age. Ask your parents, kids.
Right. Cameraman, do you reckon that's the right thickness?
Okay, I'll put my pound coins, couple of pound coins there. And we're going close.
Oh,
we're going close. That's not far off. Happy with that?
Okay, cool. Right.
Right, for cleanliness purposes, I am now moving £2
Next
coins.
step.
And because Molly might nick my money.
So we are getting a round cookie cutter.
Round cookie cutter, let me just, okay.
And a star cookie cutter.
Yes.
You can use the inside shape as whatever you want, as long as it fits inside your circle.
Okay.
Okay? So what you're going to do is you are going to cut your cookies. Simple as that. Okay? I'll demonstrate the middle after these two. I'm just going to get a cookie cutter.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to try and get it as central as possible. And then just check you've got on the right side. It's quite a thick cookie cutter. I don't think it matters. Cut down.
And can we use other shapes? Do we have to use stars?
No, you can use other shapes,
Okay,
as long as it fits.
awesome.
Make sure it's not going over any of the edges.
Look at that. Okay, so we'll get you to do another 4. So we've got 6 cookies,
Yeah.
and we'll come back when you've done them. Okay, Molly. So tell us where we've got to then.
So we have cut all the cookies out and we have transferred them to our baking sheet. We've also used the stars. If you want to use the stars, use the stars. If not, just put the rest in a bowl and you can repeat the steps and do it again.
Very good.
Next, our oven has just actually turned on again. It was off. Okay. Gonna take your Werther's
Yeah.
and you're gonna stick it just nicely in the middle.
Very good. Okay.
And you're going to repeat that step on all of them.
Werther's. Put them in the middle.
If you have decided to do smaller cookies, you can cut the Werther's in half, or probably easier to break it and then just, fill it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, might be easier to do that way.
Can you use other sweets?
You can. Another sweet which works really well are glacier fruits, because then you get the different colours and then they end up clear.
Okay.
Well, see-through. They're coloured.
Very nice.
Okay, so
So you're going to pop them in the oven, and how long do you pop them in the oven for?
9 to 10 minutes. We
Okay.
did 9. They turned out pretty well.
Okay.
And that's just the right amount of time for the Werther's to melt.
Okay, Molly, bleeper's gone off.
So, we're going to take them out. Keep them out. Important.
Moment of truth.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow, they look amazing.
Do you know what? One of them hasn't reached. Not soon. Did this a second ago. Like that. Whilst they're still hot, grab a cocktail stick
Mm-hmm.
and you can just, if it's going to work, push it into the corner. Very carefully. You don't want to thin anywhere else out too much. Okay. Corners pushed. Anywhere else?
Very good. Okay, we'll let them cool.
Yep, let them cool for about 5 minutes until they're cool to the touch and they've hardened a little bit, and then you can transfer them onto a wire rack.
Okay, and we'll have a look and see what that looks like in 5 minutes.
Yes, we
Okay, Molly, so there we go. That's the final selection of
Yep.
biscuits. Any further thoughts just as we come to an end about, say, icing and stuff like that?
So, you can leave them like this, or you can decorate them however you want. Yeah, already explained earlier, but you can use regular icing sugar, how you would normally, or you can use, I've got these ones, writing icing.
Right.
Yeah, be creative, you do it how you want.
Fantastic.
This is the final cookie.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Very welcome.